And we're streaming. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? It's me, Raul, or some other guy that you don't know the name of. Or you might, if you were actually paying attention. I'm here with my buddy, Rhodey.
Hey.
Hello. We're here to talk about some drama, because we talk about this shit anyway, so we might as well hang out with you while we do it. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. This morning, Take-Two Interactive issued a cease and desist to the makers of Open4, the sole, or at least most popular software for developing mods for Grand Theft Auto 5, which is a little bit ironic considering that it feels like the video game industry collectively is rising up like some kind of collective tsunami of dickholes and just falling heavily upon all the developers and gamers of the world. So we just wanted to chat about that and vent our frustration and see what you guys thought about it too. I know it's true, Blade Runner. We are drama whores. We're definitely going to talk to H3H3 and Grade A Under A about this later. It's going to be great. And then we're going to do some nails and go get some Vietnamese food, dish about our boyfriends. Anyway, so ready. What do you think? Tell us what you think. Tell us your thoughts. Welcome to Chat Chat.
Well, I mean, it kind of falls under the same category that the Bethesda thing fell under. I mean, it's like they're trying, like they claim it's for security reasons, for the online experience, pulling up their glasses. And
before we before we just throw that out the fucking window, what does it actually mean? You're an IT guy, so like how does that rate on the bullshit meter?
So, I mean, from what I limited read, they're just like, oh yeah, we're doing this for security purposes. But what I'm not really understanding is, like, what security are they talking about? Are they worried their servers are going to crash because someone's doxing it? Are they, there isn't really anything that's, like, immediately popping in my mind that they're affecting. All it just seems like is it's affecting gameplay, not actually, like, security purposes. It's not like there's like, oh my god, Jimmy's card information's on the database. Fuck, pull it out. It's like, it's more so just like, oh man, little Jimmy got $50 million in GTA again. Like, that's all that's really popping out to me.
I mean, well, like the language in it that was weird to me was, here, I'm just gonna go and read it. Take-Two Kotaku, because we love. Everybody go read Kotaku, everybody. Just kidding.
Yeah, the language seemed like very not like they had like an actual reason. It's just like, we don't like it, so say security.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Okay, cool. Here, well, fuck it. We found it on PC Gamer. Hail PC Gamer. Take-Two's actions were not specifically targeted towards single-player mods. Unfortunately, Open4 enables recent malicious mods that allow harassment of players and interfere with the Grand Theft Auto Online experience for everybody. We are working to figure out how we can continue to support the creative community without negatively impacting our players. And here's where the rubber hits the fucking road. It's really goddamn easy to support your fucking players. Just make the fucking thing yourself. Like,
well, exactly. That's
the dishonest thing here. Like, I'm just gonna keep going back to car analogies because they're the easiest ones to make. It's like saying
everyone who doesn't know a car is just like fucking malfunctioning right now.
Well, this one's pretty easy because it's like every time there's a car accident, like people's faces go into the steering wheel, and then someone made like an airbag, a custom airbag, and then it's like every once in a while, like 1 out of 100 times, it doesn't fucking deploy. You know, or like it blows up in somebody's face and then they take it out. They're like, once in a while it like hurts somebody. We don't know how to fix this problem. You know, it's like the answer is so fucking obvious.
Well, there's like release your own mod tools or release modded servers or, God forbid, a server browser. Like,
or like no one wants servers.
Well, it's like no one wants to just click a button and be like, let's play online, and then just shoots you into some fucking, like, your ping is 8,000. Like, okay, well, I guess that's that. Like, no one wants that. People like server browsers for a reason. And I feel
Yeah.
like even having modded servers would just be a better solution to it. Which, I mean, there's still people joining like non ones and be like, "Oh, look, I'm a hacker in your game. Here's $10 million." Like,
It's like whenever I go into fair disclaimer, I haven't played GTA 5 online in like at least a year or two. Cause number one, I just find that like sandboxy. I really don't like getting serial murdered by a bunch of 12-year-olds as they shriek into my fucking ears. It's just not how I want to spend a Tuesday night. Yeah, exactly. Someone drives by and is like, "Lol, easy. My dad beats me, and this is how I cope."
I'm gonna throw my math homework at you.
But like the thing about this stuff is like whenever I logged into GTA 5, I felt like I was like communing with the Oracle of Delphi. Like I was, like when it like zooms out to like, to like the fucking farthest away.
Yeah, it's just you're like looking through the eyes of God.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like should the planets align, we will allow you to be murdered by adolescent children.
Your like avatar gets like shot up to like some like temple, and it's just like a bunch of monks like, oh, oh, oh. There's just like the collective monk sitting on the altar. He's like, "What is it you desire?" And your avatar's like, "I want to shoot bitches online." And then the monk just fucking nods, and he's like, "So be it," and then shoots you out into like the game.
Exactly. It's like you're like, I want to have fun with my friends and like and go do like a digital heist and like bond with some people, and it's like you were deemed not worthy. like
Bolt of lightning like comes and just like shocks you.
And smoke just starts coming out of your computer as your hard drive gets fried. And then like the next person on the docket, it's like, "And what do you want to do online?" It's like, "I want to call people a faggot." And shoot him in the face, and it's like,
and then he's just like, the monk's like, "Okay," and he just gets like shot down into like a crowd of people.
Exactly. "Here, take this holy rocket launcher. You're doing the Oracle's work."
Wait. How old are you? 8? Okay, you can definitely have this.
And that's the perfect age. Aged 8 years, just how we like them. Yeah, it's like, but so you can kind of assume that my proclivities towards GTA 5 online are not super high to begin with, but.
And see, the thing is like the people that I've met online playing GTA Online are generally the ones who are like, fucking 8 years old or 14 years old kind of thing like that. Like they're not the ones that like you're expecting like the super genius guy in like the Ukraine who's sitting in his grandma's basement being like, "Oh, look at this, I just hacked the NSA database." Like, no, it's not. Like I think they think that they're like these people with these mod tools are going to be able to like, "Okay, I'm remotely accessing server, I'm accessing card database, stealing the money, oh, millionaire." Like,
yeah, it could be. This could be so easily solved. Like it's like I feel like that what that press release is saying is like we're really looking for a way to support our community that requires no effort from us and we don't lose any money. Like if you guys could get to work on that, we'll probably get around like, dealing with this problem ourselves when we release GTA 7.
Well, it's like they're sitting there and they're like, "Okay, we got to a certain point of where we could solve this problem. We've been talking to them, but we ran into one roadblock, so you know what? We don't want to try this anymore. Just send the cease and desist."
I mean, I'm sure they could even fight it. Like there's no doubt in my mind that this easily falls under fair use. They just can't. And it's annoying because you just get into this weird tribalism where it's like you get this myopic, really magnified view where you're like, well, we got to look out for ourselves, but they feel no responsibility to the greater ecosystem of creativity around them. And like pretty much every fucking like a lot of the really big titles that came out lately were mods, like you said last time. Like Counter-Strike was a fucking mod. Killing Floor was a fucking mod. Team Fortress 2 was a fucking mod.
But the thing is that those companies don't want that to happen, though.
Yeah, but they have to say Valve was able to monetize the fucking shit out of CS:GO. Like that's their moneymaker now.
But they don't see it like that though. They see it as oh man, then we have to start making a new gaming company. Now we have to pay them. No, we'll just tell them to get the fucking lost. Like I mentioned to you earlier, it's like, do you ever remember those days that it's like when it's like, oh, Bethesda, this guy made this really cool decapitation mod, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then they're like, hey, you want a job? And he's like, sure. And now he's working at Bethesda. It's like, what were the days when, like, those days are gone. Like, they no longer want those guys who, like, go the extra mile to make these amazing mods to help them anymore. They'd rather punish them and be like, hey, bad. They just, like, rather than just, like, slap them in the face, just like, hey, Jimmy, did you make a mod? Yeah? No. It's just...
Yeah, it's like, it almost feels like they're like, we want creative, talented artists that will pretend like every one of their ideas is actually our idea. Also, it'd be great if you didn't have any teeth, because we got some real sensitive peepees. Super duper sensitive. And like, you know, we really want to feel that tongue action. And then everyone, I think, just gets I mean, that's probably one of the biggest reasons why there's just so many fucking indie games. It's like, because the idea of joining some kind of AAA studio at this point is just a non-starter. It's just, I mean, why?
Well, and like all the stories
that
I've read about, like, yeah, it's like all the stories I've read about working at EA. It's just like, okay, guys, we have 9 months to do it. Take your time, be creative. And then it gets to like month 3, and they're like, okay, it has to release next month. Get your asses off the floor into your chair. You want to see your kid? Nuh-uh, I have to go to the bathroom. Throws him like a big, huge, like 2-liter Coke, like it's in there, no bathroom break, and then just like that's.
I imagine some exec like walking a junior fucking like texture artist into his office, and he's like, Jim, good to see you. It's been a while since we talked. And Jim's like, oh, yeah, I'm really glad to be working here. It's really working out great. It's like, oh, good. Glad to make you part of the family. I know you had a child, a daughter, right? Like 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, I did. And then like the executive just like slowly opens his drawer and puts a revolver on the desk. And he's like, you know what you have to do. Like Jim just starts crying. And like he just like walks back to his desk and like takes the picture of his newborn daughter and just like puts it down on the desk and starts loading the revolver.
Just like a single tear sheds from his eye.
I mean, it's just there's definitely sociological reasons for the reason why things have a tendency to start narrowing down to larger groups with less diversity. And that's why you just have this, like, you know, EA and Activision and Blizzard and Bethesda all and Ubisoft, Sony, and then that's about it. But it's a crying fucking shame, because the mentality around these people is such, it's so counter to the core component of it all, and they bring this otherworld mentality of this is like hyper capitalism. So that they, you know, because video games, I'm sure for a long time people were just like, fuck if I know, you know, they're like, I think these kids like it, I don't know how to make money off of it.
What do kids like these days? Do they sure like Tonka trucks? No, they really like hyper-violent video games that you can, you know, blow someone's head up. I think we're going to do a Tonka truck game this time.
They really like screaming racial epitaphs while shooting at strangers. And they're like, well, that does make sense. Okay.
I'm glad these kids haven't changed from my time.
You're like, back in my day, that wasn't even considered weird.
Back in my day, we did it in person, but since they're doing it on the internet, they can hit more people now.
The thing is, it's a super bad precedent to set, and I really hope that people get their shit together and make an effort to highlight this mentality and resist against it. Hashtag our resist. And pussy.
It's a trademark.
Pussy grabs back.
If you don't use it correctly, we're going to send you a cease and desist.
It's like hashtag HTTPS colon forward slash reddit.com/r/the resistance. That's how hashtags work, right? Did I do that right?
Is that a hyperlink?
Yeah, hashtag. Do I say hyperlink? Do I hypertext script? I don't know. Wait, what does HTTP stand for again?
Hypertext protocol or hypertext. I don't even know. We're not off topic.
Off topic. It's just, yeah. I mean, the way that obviously with the DAMC or DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyrights Act, the way that it's get interpreting for like YouTube is a motherfucker. And these digital precedents are a pain in the ass because it feels like lawmakers are just so confused with like what's right and wrong in this theoretical headspace. So they're just like, man, we'll sign with the corporations. Fuck you. But
exactly. And it's just annoying that they do that now.
Yeah. And you should have a right to own the things that you buy and fuck with. Like the idea of someone like being able, if you're wrenching on your car and someone sends you like a cease and desist and it's like, hey, you know, every time someone uses that wrench, they run the potential of like loosening this one bolt, which might make your axle fall off and kill everybody. Like that's where we're at right now.
That's like, it's like, if you get like a motherboard, it's like, oh, you can't put this processor in there because that's a violation of this DMCA or this copyright law. So I mean, okay, it has to be this brand, this brand. If you put that brand in there, you can't use this video card, and that's the only video card that's like compatible with it. Like,
I mean, that shit really happens. That's the fucking scary thing about it.
Exactly.
It's like if you ignore it for long enough, you'll get people will get all these ideas about what they own. And then they'll just go for everything that they fucking can. And like I said to you earlier, this year, this E3 event, it just felt like the fucking fire bucket line of people saying, hold my beer. You know, I'm gonna go do a PR fuck up, and then the next guy's like, "Oh, that was okay, but you hold my beer," and then I'm gonna go fuck this up too. Like the Xbox One X, then the Bethesda thing, and now this. It's like, God, guys, it's like it is literally like you took a gun out and like just shot yourself in the face. I
feel like all these companies like coordinate and they're like, "Hey, we're not getting enough money. Hey, we should take a stand." So they're like, let's do that at E3 this year. And then they realize like nobody like gives a shit if they're making all this money kind of thing.
I think that like the CEO of Take-Two was quoted as saying something along the lines of like, we are not monetizing our customers enough. And he's like, I really hate leaving money on the table. I really hate leaving any room for people to not pay us for something. And it's just that inverse reaction to like what you get out of the situation because a lot of money's involved, like the cash to like hire a bunch of people, make a game happen, research stuff and develop. I feel like that's disappearing in return for like what actually comes out.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, because
I'm just really happy that the community is actually doing something about what has happened, not just being like, oh, that sucks, oh, that's so bullshit, but like they've actually gone out and being like, hey, you guys are gonna pull this shit on us, we're gonna pull that shit on you, and put the game at a negative review the whole time.
Yeah, I wonder about the collective willpower to keep that stuff up. It's like the Million Woman March.
Yeah,
it's like I mean, yeah, you can kind of get that oomph together for a minute, and then people are just like, oh, but shiny, and then they just lose all sense of focus and like let it retreat into the background. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, GTA 5 is so popular and it's so platform dependent. I wonder if it even matters that there's any kind of resistance at all. Hashtag resistance.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it plays out, but goddamn, yeah.
Well, the thing that sucks is that people, like,
but if you guys wanted to go and leave a negative review on Steam, you could.
But the thing that sucks is that like I feel like all the people that were gonna buy the game have already bought it. So
Which
like,
really is the fucking annoying thing is like you probably had hundreds of thousands of people that bought that game after they already owned it on the consoles for the purpose of modding the game.
and it's like, what the fuck is the point of giving it a negative review now? It's like you already own it. You already put in 80,000 hours into it, and now it's like, oh, okay.
Well, and I think also the income cycle has shifted in such a way where it doesn't. They're just not. They don't give a fuck about new sales. DLC is the name
Well,
of the
exactly.
game now.
It's like everyone's so like, oh man, this is such bullshit on Grand Theft Auto 5. They should give the mod tools back, but I don't see them like not like they're still stroking their dicks over fucking Red Dead Redemption. Like they're still sitting there and just like they're like, yeah, fuck GTA 5. Like, what about Red Dead Redemption? What? And it's just so fucking it's annoying. It's like if you're going to do that, if you're gonna go all up in arms about one company's game, you should do it about all their games, because I can guarantee you they're not going to be even having fucking mod tools for the next game.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like having what feels like a dysfunctional relationship with someone that makes something that you like. Gaming is in this weird precipice where it's like highly interactive, obviously. So you have this weird kind of relationship with the developer and the people that actually, do everything. So it's not like buying a t-shirt, you're like you don't keep going back to fucking Target and be like, what about that new neckline that you're going to release? Like, I'm really looking forward to those new sleeves.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, we're going to ship the shirt without nipples, but you're going to have to like, there'll be a day one patch, literally.
It'll cost you $40 though.
Yeah, but then it's mostly targeted at younger people, so they don't have the durability to be like, I can't resist this shiny thing, so I'm going to go out and buy it. But then they also don't know what they're missing out on because they didn't come up in a culture where like modding was actually super fucking cool and you really had a lot of flexibility with what it is that you wanted to accomplish. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like making the show short today, unless you have any other thoughts on the matter, Mr. Rhodey.
No, that's kind of just my thoughts on it. I think it's a stupid idea, and I'm glad to see that the community is taking action on it. But I don't think the action matters anymore.
Yeah, I did my own petulant little protest and going to add a fucking downvote on their Steam page is a little quiet and statistically insignificant. Fuck you, but I just was in that kind of mood today. But we're
it's
here.
just like
Let's go to the chat for a moment. Why don't you guys start off your questions with asynchrony in the actual chat word at the beginning so that I can quickly zero in on it, and you can ask us any questions, preferably not about Raiders, because yes, it's getting there. It's coming out.
eventually.
Let's see. Frontier mod for New Vegas. Please talk about it. Isn't that the one you were working on?
It's cool. It's cool. It's the one, no, it is. It's honestly probably one of the coolest mods I think I've ever seen. It's for Fallout New Vegas. It basically takes you to oh god, please don't. I don't think this is right, but I think it takes you to Colorado, and it's like this huge mod. It's like they have this like one dedicated scripter on it who's doing more complicated things than Bethesda has ever done with their own games. No, it's nuts how he's done it.
We've converted the entire economy to Bitcoin.
Well, no, it's like these cool like helicopter flying sequences where like they're getting shot down, flying in the buildings toppling over and all that shit. And I've helped them on their trailers a few times. I've provided some assets for them, but okay, I'm sorry. It takes you to Seattle. I'm sorry.
Seemed very upset with you.
But it's a very cool mod. It adds a lot of content, a lot of like a very interesting stories from what I've seen so far. I haven't really read up on it recently.
Hasn't it been in development for like the last half century?
2 years.
When is it going to get released?
3 years? 4 years? I don't know. I think it's ready to, or almost ready. I don't know. I haven't read up on it very recently. They released a video a couple days ago about it.
And like right as they're about to release it, like Bethesda shows up and is like, so about our new tariff system.
Tariff system, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 0.0269
It's just like you see the modders
hexa.
like jump onto the. You just see like the modders like going into the Bethesda harbor and throwing out their computers into the lagoon, and they're just like, "Hey, this is the Bethesda computer party."
We will now do the walk of the plebeian. Shame. Shame. Okay, cool. Let's go back and look at the other questions. Rody, do you have any suggestions for Learn 3ds Max? Download 3ds Max and type in 3ds Max tutorials in YouTube. It will be a process.
There's no like, oh, I'm just gonna learn it right now. It takes a while.
Takes about 3 years on a good day
If
you're
that.
doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what you want to do. See, yes, boobies is an excellent question, to which I reply yes. Yes, all the time.
I love it.
Fist Me Daddy is a suggestion and not a question, but we can talk about the grammar of that later. I will still skull fuck you if Raiders doesn't come out this month. Cool, that is a colorful description. We hope that it doesn't come to that, but as long as you host, we're fine.
I love the nice conversation that's going on.
About what?
Well, I mean, I just love that that's a very civil conversation to be had.
Yes,
Raiders will come out soon. I'm gonna skull fuck you. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that's fair. Yes, I do check the Facebook. I saw your message, man engineer, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Small caveat, I haven't talked about it lately because I didn't know if it was going to end really badly, but my girlfriend's dad had a massive heart attack about 2 weeks ago, so I've been dealing with that. Just found out this morning that he's going to live, so that's one of the reasons why we haven't been as active as we otherwise would be. I think with that, Rody, unless you have any other thoughts on current events, you want to talk about Jeff Sessions?
No, we're avoiding this.
No, come on. It's Chad Chat Politics Hour.
Sorry, I don't recall anything about that conversation.
The young Chads. Let's totally do this.
Sorry,
sure,
I don't
I'd love
remember
the fuck in the ass while doing my raw voice. Sounds fun. As soon as I stop having the flu. All right, cool. I think this is going to be a short episode tonight, guys. We'll probably be doing more of this next week. And yeah, Zarin, if you do actually know how to do animation, go ahead and PM me.
In the ass.
And yeah, you go ahead and private message my butthole with your penis, please. All right, cool. On that note, bitch session over. Our next Chad chat will probably have nothing to do with video gaming, so hope you guys are down to talk about other random bullshit. And with that, I think we're good. Rody, you good?
I think so too. It's been great talking to everybody. Catch you next time. This is always fun doing Chad chat with you all. So catch you later.
Okay, that's definitely not our official outro, but we'll work on it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining in with Chat Chat. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Miss your beautiful faces. I saw you, Storm Knight. We still remember you. Thanks again for the donation. And I think if Mikhail is here or Michelle.
Mikhail, yes.
Fuck knows. Yeah.
You're forgetting Mikhail.
Yep. Love your beautiful faces. Talk to you later. Bye.